Hello, everyone. It has been months since the last video, but Select Your Game is back with podcast number 2, hosting my co-host, Mr. Kendle, or Flamefist7 over here. And then I have a special guest who is not that special at all, Guitarguy, as I like to call him, or Toasty Toast Production, as his YouTube likes to call him. So, we've altered the podcast template a bit, and I think it's going to be pretty long, but I think it's going to be pretty well. I think it's going to go well. So, starting off, we start off with what we're playing recently. And recently I have been playing a fighting game that came out called Skullgirls. It is a very hardcore fighting game. It's quite difficult to get the handle of, and if you don't have an arcade stick, it's going to be very difficult to do. I know a friend actually was trying to play with a controller. Couldn't get the hang of it. You played Skullgirls from my account, Kendle. What do you have to say about it?
I have to say I like Misfortune.
That's all you have to say.
Because Misfortune is awesome.
I hate Misfortune. That freaking head hits you. Freaking tail hits you. Freaking leg hits you. Head hits you. Tail, leg. It's like,
No,
it's pretty much Dante's from Marvel vs. Comic 3D.
Comic? Marvel vs. Comic.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
You just have to put Capcom into this.
Okay, I'm taking it back out.
Those betrayers.
Speaking of Capcom, I also picked up the DMC HD collection.
So did I.
The game it's pretty fun, but it's very old-styled.
It's not aging very well.
The camera is crap.
It does not age the first game does not age. Oh my god, the first game. I can't get past the first game.
The thing that pushes me away from the game so much is the fact that you have to restart the entire mission if you die. No matter how far you are, no matter where you save, you can save right before the boss. And then even when you die, it says, "Would you like to restart from last save point?" You click yes, thinking you're going to start off where you saved. Nope, entire mission restart.
That's what the way crying about being hard and
that's a rage quit waiting to happen.
Oh, it's so stupid. Stupid. Anyway,
it's a rage quit waiting to happen.
It is a rage quit waiting to happen. I'm surprised I haven't I should make a brief play about that, actually. I'll probably end up rage quitting the end of it, but still. The stupid electric chicken I can't beat. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, there's like this electric chicken thing that shoots like red electricity at you as it flies in the sky.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I am hungry.
To clarify that, Mr. Kendle here is black, so...
I'm freaking American, and I do love munching.
The stereotypes increase. Oh, man, you are not helping the racism in this world, Kendle.
They're helping themselves with some chicken.
Look at the bright side for DMC. Now you got a video for Select Your Games, and for When Rage is Raging.
That's kind of true. Another game I've been playing recently is an app that had recently come out on the 3DS called Colors 3D. Basically, it is a... What was that?
I was like, what? It's an app on the 3DS?
It's an app. Yes, it is an app. It's technically it's a game, but it's called an app. But you basically it's like having a mini Photoshop on your 3DS, and you can just draw, paint, make all these different drawings, submit it onto an online gallery, look at others, like it, comment about it. It's like a whole community going about it too. You can check it out on colorslive.com. There's also forums for it on the iPhone and the iPad for those who are interested but don't have a 3DS.
It's like Flipnote Hatena without the 10-year-olds taking the painting, drawing it on it like a small dot, then posting it, claiming it's theirs.
Also, the fact that there's no animation, it's just a still painting. But drawing in 3D is really cool. You can really add depth to a painting that might have never had depth before. Like locations, like let's say you're drawing like some weird tower or something. You have like the tower up closer, the background farther. It's really cool. And then a game that I went searching yesterday for, which was a very tasking thing to search for, was Yoshi's Island DS. It is such a fun game. Like, I didn't realize it was a sequel to the first Yoshi's Island. I actually thought it was just a remake, but it's a sequel to the first Yoshi's Island. So the maps are different. The gameplay's a little bit changed because they have different. They added in Baby DK and Baby Peach, and they have like their own special abilities with Baby Mario, and they're saving like Baby Luigi. And a whole bunch of babies, and Kamek's a pedophile kidnapping these babies.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. He's like, I want those babies, and we're going to bring them to Bowser. That's my Kamek voice.
Or something about baby meat.
Good job, Tom. Good job.
That's truly what it is. But Yoshi's Island is definitely a fun game. If you haven't found it or haven't picked it up, you should definitely try it and just. It's fun. You can also get the first Yoshi's Island on the WiiWare for the Virtual Console. Actually, it's not WiiWare. It's just Virtual Console on the Wii for the Super Nintendo. Now, going over to you, Kendall. What have you played recently?
Oh, let's see. Well,
you don't know.
Angel. Okay, guys. I've been playing. Recently I bought this guy 3 for the Vita, which I was. It's shut up. I shouldn't really have bought this guy 3 on the Vita. I just wanted it because normally I have more fun playing this guy on the portable. If you guys don't know what this guy is, I'll put a link or something in the video and whatnot.
There's going to be a lot of links and a lot of videos.
Instead, I've been playing a lot of my PSP version of this guy at 4, which is looks a lot better. And well, it didn't play better because it has less classes in the third game, but I mean, it's pumping. It's your average. Oh, no, it's not your average. It's like over-the-top strategy RPG where your max level is 9,999, and it doesn't stop there. As soon as you get there, you can reincarnate and start back at level 1 so you can get even stronger and go back to 9,000.
Final Fantasy ain't got shit on that.
Yeah, it does not. It does not. It's the closest thing it has in New Game Plus. I've also been playing DMC, just like Tom has. It's, like I said, it doesn't age well. The first game, I'm just trying to play through the first game right now. It's not going so well, but I'm pretty sure as soon as we get past the first game and get to the third one at least, I'll be happy. Oh, I've also been playing lots of Tales of games, like Tales of Graces, which recently came up for the PS3. Really good game. It just takes me back to playing all the old Tales games like Symphonia and Legendia. Legendia, right? Legendia.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't play Tales of. You're saying it as if you're like asking us, like if we play Tales of.
I'm asking myself. I don't need you guys. I'm asking myself.
No, you're asking the audience. The audience expects to know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the audience of 3 people.
Audience, I'm pretty sure you 3 people. If it's 3 people, I'm pretty sure they know what Tales is. And they gotta go play a Tales game or something.
You know, I was looking at it at GameStop, and I'm like, Tales of Graces. You kept on saying Tales of Graces F. I never saw the F in there, and then I realized that the whole design in the background was the F.
Yeah, Tales of Graces F. It's, the original version came out on the Wii, so they released one for the PS3, which had an extra content, like an extra hour.
I don't know, the reason they put the F in the background is because when you walk up to it, you go, Tales of what? I need to play this game to figure out what this is a Tales of!
Tales of Graces.
Tales of Graces F. And it's like right there in the front. I think that's pretty much what I've been playing. I mean, there's not much I play. Oh, unless you want me to mention League of Legends, which
we're not going there.
We'll go there.
We're not going there.
Let's just go. Guitarguy, go up.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, actually, recently for games that I've played, the most recent game I played was Kid Icarus Uprising. And funny story, these 2 actually convinced me to buy it. I'm like, it looks cool. And then I'm like, I went to GameStop and I bought it and brought it home, and I'm so happy I did because it's a really fun game.
Good.
Leave it to us to recommend great games.
The
game is really The game is full of like really funny stuff. You can fuse weapons to make it even better. And just the bosses, without a doubt, they are actually really funny. The funniest being the god of death, Thanatos. Seriously, his witty comments throughout the game is actually really funny.
That Amazon Pandora.
And that's more than reason enough for you to buy Kid Icarus Uprising.
It's a really good game that people say is marred by bad controls. Don't listen to what the reviewers say. The controls aren't that hard. They really aren't.
It's not that it's hard. It's just that I know some people's complaints because I'm having some of them do like the cramps. You get cramps after playing this game for about a good like hour or so. Cause it's the way you
There's ways to get around that though. That's the thing.
Yeah, maybe it's the way I hold my. I hold my 3DS in a way that I use my pinky to support the 3DS, and it just like my pinky just starts cramping up, and the lower bottom of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know how you hold your 3DS. We tried going through how he holds the 3DS. I don't know how the hell he does it. I have no problems with cramps on this console. For some reason he does. I don't know what he does with his pinky, but he's doing something.
He twists his arm around it for some reason. He's like, I can do this.
Wraps it around his neck.
I'm pretty sure some people know what I'm talking about. Because I'm pretty sure there's people out there who hold it the same way. So it's okay.
Sorry, I mean, I'm not denying that fact. It's just I don't know what way you do it, but it's clearly not the right way.
Yeah.
Also, guys, with the 3D, with Kid Icarus being made by Nintendo, they always throw in their signature phrase, just take a break.
Actually, this one isn't really made by Nintendo. It's made by Project Sora, or Sora Limited, which is the producer who makes the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's just published by Nintendo this time, which is actually a very rare thing for them to do with their first-party IPs. That usually they make the whole game, but this time Nintendo... Actually, no, not this time, but Nintendo has recently been allowing other people to make their games, like Retro Studios with Donkey Kong Country and Metroid Prime. Sadly, Team Ninja with Metroid Other M.
Wait, don't you mean... Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, I was like,
Other M was Team Ninja, Retro Studios was Prime.
oh, that's right, yeah. That's why people didn't really like other...
Also,
Studios. For that one game.
Speaking of Sora Studios, if you guys want to see like the
Sora Limited,
whatever, if you want to see the point of where they're actually really good with the 3D and stuff, play the mission where you're going in to fight Pandora, the goddess of calamity. Because when you go in, it's really mixed up, but the 3D it just brings so much depth into the game itself.
Oh, you gotta wait till you get to some of the other later levels.
Oh man, Amazon Pandora.
No. Just today, I got to the point where I defeated Medusa and started the next part of the game.
Ah, no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers, but everyone knew that you were gonna fight Medusa.
Well,
Who cares?
The thing is, if you like there's some AR cards online that if you look at them, if you were like really looking at them, you could just find out who bosses were. Like they're spoilers themselves.
Well, that's why you don't go online and search for the AR cards.
That's not my fault.
Watch this video and then watch this video and then look it up.
But at your own risk.
But also, before I go on to my next game, here's a tip for defeating Medusa. Do not get mesmerized by her awesome side boob.
Side boob.
I really stared at it for a good second. I got barraged by her weird, that one move where she has, those weird balls in the corner of the screen that don't move really screw me up.
Oh, yeah, you're like, okay, gotta move out of here, and then suddenly you run into it on accident, and they kill you.
They really do.
That game is relentless.
Fun.
That game is relentless.
It is relentless. Moving on.
Well, guys, for my next game that I've been playing recently, it's Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which came out in 2010. It's actually a really fun game, but also very scary because you walk through this dark mansion armed with only tinder boxes and a lantern to light your way. And the main character, Daniel, who you play as, he's afraid of the dark. So that while you're standing in the dark, he's losing his sanity. It's really creepy. It's
probably one of the best horror games that have appeared in a long, long time.
Yeah, really.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent is only for the PC, sad enough, but it's still really good. I've seen it before, and I admit it's really good. I may not be a PC gamer, but I know a good game when I see it.
And also, if you get done with the main storyline, that is not the end of the game. Go online, go to ModDB, get Renoir or 7-Zip, and download some of the awesome custom stories. I recommend The Dark Room, because there's nothing funnier in Amnesia while running for your life from a guy with the troll face.
I actually watched him play it. It was pretty funny. I was kind of scared, though. The peanut butter jelly guy really got to me, though.
No, that pissed me off because you get to the point, you're in this room, and you're looking around for the key in the background, it's peanut butter jelly time, and it's going in a loop until you leave the room. So, guys, be prepared. Also, and now for my next game, just like Tom, I've been playing Colors 3D, and also when he brought up Colors 3D, I actually pulled out Colors 3D, and I'm looking at the gallery right now. There are some really good painters out there. Like, I saw some pictures for White Kyurem and Black Kyurem from Pokemon Black and White version 2. They look really good. A really good picture that I've seen is like this full rendering of the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time.
Another one, actually, I'm going to interject for a second. I'm just going to put in one of my own personal favorites. Is some guy did a whole rendition of Transylvania in this very dark, melancholic tone. It is such a beautiful picture. And first time I saw it, I thought it was Castlevania, but I was wrong. I was sadly wrong.
It's okay, Tom. But also, there are some really good artists out there who would go as far as to draw Samus in her Zero suit and make her look extremely hot.
Just a warning, though, there's also a lot of people out there that are drawing furries and naked chicks.
Oh, yeah.
It's really strange sometimes, because when I'm going on the website, it's like, okay, let's see what's... Oh.
What's this?
That's not a good O. That's just I should probably leave the site now.
This kid's easy
yeah.
to young kid.
If you guys want to see more of the paintings,
drawings.
Gate Colors 3D, it's like $10 on the 3DS.
Oh, was it $6.99? No, not. Wait, what was? No, $9.99. I think.
No, it's $7.99.
It isn't.
Yes, I remember looking to see the buy it, and that's $7.99. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money.
It's
yeah, it's like $3. It's like $7, but it's worth it. You can have fun with it, add depth to your paintings, and it's actually really good. Moving on to the last game I've been playing recently. This game is about almost a year old. I've been playing Dead Island, which is an RPG / horror game where you play as one of 4 survivors on a game. And you're going around this island fighting zombies and getting upgrades. Now, the game can get really repetitive later because, it gets to the point where chopping off a zombie's head is not that fun anymore.
That's the problem with those kind of games. Like, the RPG factor definitely adds a new thrill to it that probably adds a few more hours of gameplay, but not that much.
Yeah, once you play it through once, you pretty much have all the scares you want, so.
The only, good thing that's left about that is just going to Jason's hut.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, it was really sad, the trailer for Dead Island, it was really sad. The music, and it was just really sad. Go on YouTube and look it up, but after you check out this video.
Best thing about Dead Island is getting drunk.
Yeah, really, you can, no, I want to bring that up. Something pissed me off. I'm playing Dead Island the other day. I inject myself with medicine, and I'm about to die again. I tried to go for medicine, and then I'm like, time to go for a weapon. It was still stuck on medicine, so it went to booze. I got drunk, and it was really hard to kill these zombies.
Yeah, because your vision becomes blurry, and the camera toggles all over the place.
Exactly. And what was another thing? Oh, yeah, mods. I love the mods. You can get
there's
a katana. Yeah, there's mods in the game.
Oh,
they're not the mods. There's the mods that make your weapons more powerful.
Ah.
You can get a katana and electrify it like Sasuke and Naruto. It looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. But also, like any good zombie horror game, there are guns. But stick to sharp weapons, guys. It's really fun.
Probably better. Anyways, now that we've talked about all the games we've played recently, there's still more to come. Recent news. There's been a lot booming about news in the video game industry lately because E3 is just around the corner, only about a month and a half away. But E3 is going to be a conversation topic later, so if you want to learn more about that, hold on and let's watch this video, or just stay and watch the video.
Stay and listen to me banter about stuff that I probably don't know anything about.
Hey, you'll do fine. You'll be fine. Anyways, recent news involving is Nintendo confirming a new Super Mario Bros. Game for the Wii U.
Really?
What?
That's crazy.
That's what everybody's saying. But the thing that makes this so big is that before this, Nintendo registered a domain called Super Mario 4. Now, if you remember that name, Super Mario Bros. 3, that was a Mario game on the Super Nintendo years ago, and it was one of the best critically acclaimed Mario games of its time, and even to this day, it's still one of the best. Now, Super Mario 4, can it hold up to its title? I don't know. Is it going to be the Wii U game? Nobody knows yet. But that's not the only game Nintendo's confirmed for E3. There is also, finally, to my greatest pleasure, Pikmin 3 finally announced.
Wait, Wait, Pikmin 2, wasn't that for the GameCube?
Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 1 both for the GameCube. Pikmin 1 was, and actually, no, let me rephrase this. Pikmin 1 and 2 were both redone for the Wii, but Pikmin 2 never made it over to America. Only Pikmin 2 went over to Europe and Japan.
Yeah, I saw Pikmin 1 on GameStop website. I was like, what? They have a Wii version of this?
Yep, they made it. They remastered it for the Wii.
Right, does it use the Wii controls, or is it just...
Yeah, it was just the Wii controls. People actually said it wasn't that bad. And I can see how it fit, just flick the controller, Pikmin goes flying,
Yeah.
not that bad.
You know what I just realized? Nintendo, they're going for Wii U. They're making it more kind of like when they released the Super Nintendo. Like, they're bringing back all the original titles that they use, like Pikmin, the Mario game, and now they're thinking about... they announced this at last E3, an HD collection of The Legend of Zelda.
No, what? That was never announced.
Oh, wait, didn't you see the video?
That's a tech demo.
It's still awesome.
I was probably using, an emulator to, heighten the HD.
Do you know what a tech demo is, Guitar Guy?
Let's skip this and move on, shall we?
Okay, fine. Another game that I actually had to add in today before we did the recording was New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. Nintendo hinted last year at E3, if you remember, that they were going to make a 2D Mario game, 2D side-scrolling Mario game for the 3DS. This is that game. It's New Super Mario Bros. 2. There's only little screenshots. That is the only information. There's about 4 screenshots you can probably find off IGN's website.
It's
definitely there from IGN, because that's where I read it from.
New screenshots for a Mario game. I wonder what it could be. Let's look at the Mario games.
Do you really hate Mario that much, Kendle?
Yeah, they just keep... I get it. If it works, you're going to keep selling. That's how business works. But,
the thing that's different about Mario is that how they change the gameplay up in most of their games, though.
I'm just mad that Mario's just Mario's being hoarded out to every single type of game. He has a party game, he has a golf, just
That's because Mario's Nintendo's icon.
Why can't they just make him skinnier? I mean, after all, I'm running around. Can he lose some weight or something?
He wouldn't be Mario then. He'd be like Luigi Mario.
Dude, he's doing that. Luigi.
I don't know why. That reminded me of the Super Mario movie.
They made a Super Mario movie back in the 80s.
I actually had that DVD and I was laughing. People said it was so bad. I thought it was pretty funny.
I watched it.
It was actually funny. It was like Mario and Luigi in New York as gangsters or something.
They weren't gangsters. They were plumbers.
Well, I couldn't remember the movie. I watched it when I was 7, okay?
I think it was Bowser or Koopa, but it was like a regular guy. I was like, this is like Bowser.
The best thing about that movie that I find was Bowser. The best thing about that movie was when they were in the elevator and one of the Mario songs was playing and the Koopas are just standing there swaying to the song.
Oh god. And
they're dancing in the elevator. Oh, most infamous line from that movie. It's a bomb. Remember that? Yeah, I know you guys remember that. Another recent news, moving on. Oh, wait, did somebody have to say something? Did I interrupt?
Yeah, I did. You guys, since Super Mario Bros. This is not the first this is not the first Mario game to come out for. Shut up! This is not the first Mario game to come out for the 3DS. Go to GameStop and get Super Mario 3D Land. It's actually really fun.
Oh, it's probably one of the best Mario games in a long time.
Yeah,
I own. The music in the background is actually really good.
No, you're killing the video now. People are gonna leave just because of this. Everybody's left now. How does that make you feel?
3 people just became 1.
No, 3 people just became 0. What are you talking about?
I know, I'm pretty sure that one guy.
They automatically disliked you. You ruined their childhood of Mario.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on. In other recent news, Ubisoft, probably for one of their first times ever, is being sued. This time for the Assassin's Creed series. There is a writer who, I don't know, I think he's a European writer. He wrote a book called Link back in 2000 and, what was it, Guitar Guy? 2002. And basically this book involves digging into memories and sort of reliving them. But in his book, they don't actually go back and relive them. They just see them and see them. They get the senses of the memories. They get the 5 senses for those memories. They don't actually relive them as a past ancestor. But he's still claiming that his book and Assassin's Creed copied his book. And he's also trying to stop the release of Assassin's Creed 3. He's asking for about $2 million in...
No, he's asking for more than that. He's asking for $5.225 million.
Are you serious? That's like a little bit... Actually, Ubisoft probably still has more money than that.
I know, too.
Share their money.
I just went to this. No. This is the kind of guy who's living in a box, and he saw how popular Assassin's Creed 3 got, and he's like, hey, I could sue them for that. I could get millions of dollars.
He's probably just pissed that nobody liked his book.
No, if people are gonna... if he actually succeeds in getting Assassin's Creed removed, all of the Assassin's Creed fans from all around the world are going to gang up and kill him. I swear to God.
It's definitely going to be a riot.
Yeah, seriously. He's like, I don't care about you guys. I just want money for my crappy book.
Has there actually been any more recent news about this topic? Because I remember I read this maybe about 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm not sure if anything changed.
I'm on Scipedia right now looking it up. And
you should be going to Google News, just type in Ubisoft.
I'm looking at it right now, and I don't know. He says that he's suing, but Ubisoft has not yet officially reacted to the lawsuit linked to Assassin's Creed 3. So
I can't blame them. They probably don't want to be involved.
No, he's probably the guy who's standing outside of Ubisoft Corporations. He's throwing toilet paper at him, going, "Ubisoft, you stole my work!"
Oh my God! I just feel like picking up that book and just like burning it in front of his face.
No, I would like to read that book just to see how far off he is.
Well, it's called Link. Pick it up and hate it.
No.
That's so stupid, though. It's like, no, his book. People are looking back into their memories. Assassin's Creed 3, you're living them.
And this isn't the only Assassin's Creed, and that book itself, Link, isn't the only series to be involved in like going back in the memories, or so I've heard. I don't know any series about this, so you can't ask like, oh, what series? Because I don't know. I just remember I was reading comments and people said that. I'm just saying what they said. Don't link this back to me. I'm just a messenger.
People who don't like Assassin's Creed have at least heard the name at least once.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a stupid fiasco. I know Ubisoft is being sued for one other thing too, but I can't remember what it is, so I'm not going to bother saying.
I'll look it up right now.
You come back with that later. Right now, let's move on to what Kendle has to say now.
You know what? I think we should. You know what? Yeah, okay. I'll do this. Most of my news is just Japanese stuff. Recently announced was if any of you listeners have played .hack, there is a fighting game coming out for .hack that's going to be bundled with the .hack movie that came out in Japan.
God versus.
Oh yeah, versus .hack. Well, it's a hybrid pack. It's like I think it's like one half is the movie and the other half is the game. So I can't see how big the game is because it would be on the other side, of course. But it looks like Naruto pretty much, and it's just Naruto with .hack characters. The camera angles are the same. Some of the text are the same. The grabs look pretty much the same. But the only thing I care about is playing as X-Form Haseo. Haseo is just awesome.
You think they should have made it in that style as Naruto, or should have made it like cross-edge style?
Well, it makes sense because the people that made it, Naruto, Namco Bandai Namco, whichever one.
Connect 2?
Yeah, Cyber Connect 2. They're the ones that are making the .hack, because they made the .hack games too, so it makes... I realized like it does make sense that they're using the same system that works, because the Naruto system is good.
You know what? CyberConnect did a really good job with making Ultimate Ninja Storm, because I played Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, and I have Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. They did really good. I'm going to tell you that.
It's and the thing they can play with now, especially since they got rid of all that stupid substitution spamming that pissed off in the second game so much.
You know, they made it so that it wasn't a side fighter. Like it didn't look like Street Fighter anymore. Now you can run up, throw shuriken and stuff. It's just really cool.
I don't know. I like the Clash of Ninja series.
The arcade, like, we won't get off that.
I'm sorry. It's because I started off with Clash of Ninja 1. That was like the hypest shit for my life when I was younger.
I played number 2.
I went 1 and 2. So, Clash of Ninja 4 was probably one of the best ones I ever saw, but that was still a GameCube game, and the Wii already came out at the time, so they just dropped those two.
I think you
never came out.
You guys never played the Ultimate Ninja series?
Oh, I did. I played number 3 and 2 and 4.
That one was weird. Like after playing Storm and Generations, it feels really like outdated and old.
Yeah, well, number 3, no, the Ultimate Ninja series was more for Sony and the PlayStation, while Clash of Ninja was more for Nintendo. And then those two converged to make Ultimate Ninja Storm, which first was for Sony, and then it branched into Xbox.
Yeah, that's true.
I think one of the best Naruto games I ever, like side-fighting Naruto games, actually no, it wasn't even that much of a side-fighting one, was Ultimate Ninja Heroes for the PSP. One of my most favorite Naruto games ever. It was so much fun.
That's pretty much Generations.
No, fun.
Yeah, but it was like one of the only games you could ever play is the third Hokage. It was so cool.
No, if you played Ultimate Ninja, the Ultimate Ninja series is pretty much the PSP version.
Well, that is Ultimate Ninja. It's just Ultimate Ninja Heroes.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say, the funnest Naruto game I played was Uzumaki Chronicles, which was actually really fun.
I can't play those games. Like, they've come out with multiple games just like that one. And I can't play any of them. Like, Akatsuki Rising I couldn't play. There was another new one.
They weren't tied directly with the actual Naruto line, which was weird because Uzumaki Chronicles was it was a game separate from the original Naruto series, but then Uzumaki Chronicles 2 branched off into like one of those filler arcs between Naruto and Shippuden.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty cool.
Let's see, what else do we have here for recent news? Oh, Dragon's Crown. When that one video was being announced, that was one of the games I said I was gonna get. I was so hyped for this game because there were showing videos of it. Like, I've played most of the Linear Wars games. Like, I actually have Odin Spear and Ingrimori.
It's one of those games.
One of those. Shut up! Just because you don't like them doesn't mean
those games were so boring.
How are they boring?
They were so slow.
Oh my god! Whatever.
What's Dragon's Crown for anyway?
It's gonna be coming out for the PS3 and the Vita, but
oh yeah, that's right. It's coming out next year.
And it's getting released. Yeah, getting released by Atlas, and they announced that it was getting released next year. And I'm like, what?
You know the main reason Kendle wants to play this game? It's because the girls in the screenshot have huge tits.
That's true. Yeah, actually all the games. All the games have a certain art style to it. Like all the games are made like the sprites are like hand-drawn sprites, or like full body hand-drawn sprites.
I don't think Catherine was hand-drawn, was it?
Catherine was something completely different.
Well, you said all Atlas games, and I'm just thinking.
They're all of Valinor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Valinor games are all like hand drawn. Like even the newest one that's coming out, I think it's coming out sometime this year. Being released by XE for the PSP, which is Grand Knight's story.
Man, this is gonna be a huge disclaimer.
On what? On Grand Knight?
No, I meant disclaimer for the YouTube description. Because we don't put a disclaimer, my account will be banned, and I don't want that.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
What?
Let's just move on.
I didn't. Okay, fine. Be a jerk. Be a jerk.
It's your account, not mine. Let's move on.
Yeah, I know you don't care, but I just dropped the basketball I was playing with.
Okay.
The mini basketball.
And more
You're playing with a basketball. What the fuck? Okay.
In more Japanese news, we have, which I'm not sure if people are going to be excited about this, but there is Phantasy Star Online 2 in Japan. That game it's one of the more important MMOs coming out. But what's even more better than it coming out is that apparently it's going to be free to play with microtransactions. And it was
on the PS3.
No, I think the one on the PS3 was Phantasy Star Universe.
Phantasy Star Universe. I actually played that for a brief while, but no, I gotta tell you something funny. I went online on Phantasy Star Universe, and literally within 10 seconds, I couldn't see my screen with all the crap that guys were posting randomly.
No, you're thinking about Phantasy Star Online for I think it was the Xbox maybe.
It was like Phantasy Star something. It was I don't even remember. Star Ocean. Was it Star Ocean?
No, it's just Phantasy Star Universe on its own.
It was Phantasy Star. Okay, maybe if you want to, yeah. But they've been, and it's even like I was saying before, how they're making it free to play on PC and well then on PC. What's even more like bigger is that you can run it on the Vita too. So it's gonna be free to play on a PC and Vita. I heard if you have a PC version, you can just convert like your character to the. It's like pretty much like
transferring
from Konami.
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 And you can also use it on iOS devices like
what?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't like iPhone. I have one.
What the hell happened?
What
are you talking about? Okay, well.
Hey, well, it's Guitarguy.
He died.
Did he die? Did he really die?
I'm right here.
Oh, well, it's your turn.
I'm right here, guys.
Okay.
Alright, recently announced Skype, which we're using right now. Skype was announced for the Xbox 360. I don't think it's going to last long, though, because apparently they're allowing video chat through the Kinect. Shocking. No.
Wouldn't they be losing money if they allowed Skype on Xbox? Because then, unless you need live to use it, which it can be stupid.
That would be really stupid.
Knowing them, you probably do. I'm never gonna.
Yeah, definitely knowing Microsoft. You know what? We should just put it down as fact. You need live.
Live to use it.
Anyway, I saw a video on it, and it was these two guys talking over on Skype. I don't think it's gonna last.
Why don't you just? They already have the regular Kinect video call, and then you already have the Xbox Party. Why would you need the Skype?
Exactly.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they want you to talk via webcam and use their consoles more often.
But you can already do that, and it would be even better for the party because you can do wild games. I bet if you're in Skype, you'll have to be like, "Oh, would you like to close Skype before you play this game?"
that's the video you're talking about. Okay.
Moving on. Dead Space 3, which has been.
Sucks. I'm kidding. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it.
I'm a big fan of Dead Space 3, and in the first podcast we really wanted to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it some more right now. Recently announced, Dead Space 3 may be actually revealed by Visceral Studios at E3 2012 due to a leaked magazine saying Dead Space 3 on it and talking about when it will be coming out, and no one knows for sure. But apparently, the plot line for Dead Space 3 is Isaac crashes on this ice planet, and they're replacing. What?
No.
And
you're not, Mr. Japanese guy.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
Anyway, Isaac crashes on this ice planet, and they're knock it off. You got on me about interrupting before. But anyway, Dead Space 3 takes place on an ice planet. They're taking darkness and giving it lightness. I don't know why. But apparently that's how it is. Maybe announce this at E3. And also, for some reason, Dead Space 3 was... God damn it, I'm trying to talk.
Sorry.
But apparently also down in South Africa for a brief time, I don't know, maybe about a day or two.
Wait, I have to interject right now. South Africa is not a legitimate source. They did the same thing for God of War under shooting, and they had another one for some other game. It's not a credible source. Continue.
Okay, well, anyway, they said, that apparently Visceral allowed pre-orders for Dead Space 3 in Africa for, a really short time. I have no idea why. I'm like, if you're gonna choose a place to pre-order, wouldn't it be smart to use either America or Europe?
America!
America! Anyway.
Fuck yeah.
Moving on. Recently, Bethesda Game Studios announced DLC coming out for Skyrim, which may be coming out this month or next month.
New DLC patch. Our games are still glitchy.
Well, apparently they gave you guys may have realized this by now, but apparently the latest...
my Skyrim.
Shut up. The latest patch for Skyrim has allowed you for kill cams using arrows or magic. I just found that out on accident yesterday by shooting a guy in the knee.
They're trying to make it a video. They're trying to make it like a shooting game.
I think it's funny how all the stuff you're talking about for the DLC it's still console. So all the stuff that you guys are getting for console as DLC, PC players have had that thing for months, months now. The mods on the PC version of Skyrim is crazy.
Yeah, really. Well, Also, another thing they recently announced that possibly in a couple days they're going to release yet another patch that will allow you to shout for Skyrim. Literally, using your Kinect, you can go Fusroda and it will happen in the game. I think it's stupid. Why don't you just use the damn mic to Fus and then Roda? I don't know why.
You know, how are you going to use your shout when you're playing a game late at night, everyone's asleep? It's like...
Well, that's why you don't be smart.
No, you're going to yell Fus Roda and someone's going to yell at you, is going to say, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
They're going to call you for, like, ruining the peace, like domestic violence when there's no violence at all.
Exactly. But I guess that's all. That's all for me. Let's move on to E3.
Ah, yes, E3.
Next topic.
E3. This is basically predictions and facts. So don't get confused which ones are what.
Don't get mad at me. Get mad at him.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, just you know what? Screw you. We're going to be talking about Ubisoft, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Konami. EA does
separated, of course.
That's because Konami does not actually have a press conference of their own at the convention. They make their own little one in Japan. It's quite nice, actually. I watched it last year. It was nice. Except for Never Dead.
Now you're going to watch it in study hall at school, right?
I don't know.
That's what I've been doing.
I don't know why you bought that game, but...
you know, that was the worst decision of my life, buying Never Dead.
Anyways, 12 games, just like Lollipop Chainsaw.
It's gonna suck.
I keep telling you, you're gonna be one of those guys that didn't get the game.
It's gonna suck.
It's gonna be really good, and you're like, oh man, I gotta buy the game.
I'm not gonna buy that game. I'm not gonna be fooled by a pretty girl. Not again.
Shall we continue, guys?
Calm down.
Yeah, we're
sorry.
in a hurry.
Sorry, I'm a little cranky right now because I didn't get much sleep last night.
Well, keep your crankiness in your pants.
I'm sorry, Tom. Anyway.
Hey. Okay. E3 of 2012, Sony and Microsoft have already confirmed their press date, which is going to be June 4th. You're going to have to work out your own time. It's going to be at Pacific time. I don't remember the exact same times, but since it's in Los Angeles Pacific time, you're going to have to work out your time zone with theirs if you're going to watch it. So
is it Pacific time?
It's Pacific time, yeah.
He's saying specific time.
No, I'm saying Pacific, not specific. This isn't like
what's
grade.
Time?
Pacific time is their Los Angeles time. It's like the West Coast time.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna look online after the press conference and see what they said. And why am I talking with a lisp?
I don't know. Anyway.
All the listeners that do have lists.
Oh, God.
I don't have a lisp.
Not yet, until I punch you in the mouth.
Anyway,
moving on, we have speculation for Ubisoft's press conference. They might unveil another Rayman. Rayman Origins sold very well. It's a very fun game. I don't own it. I would have wanted to, but I don't want to pay the money.
Okay.
I have a really weird relationship with that game idea. Anyways, Rayman Origins is a very fun platforming game, but they might unveil a new Rayman. We definitely know they're probably going to say something about Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy. Did you know the guy at the Ubisoft press conference last year said Tom Clancy?
No, I didn't care.
Really?
He didn't say Clancy, he said Clancy, like C-A Lancy.
No, I swear to God, at every E3, they always have someone who fails.
Well, you're put on stage, you know, you think about it, you're...
Millions of people in a room, that's so cool, though.
Not millions of people in a room. You can't fit a million people in the frickin' Los Angeles convention.
Whatever. Anyway.
And then definitely, you know that they're going to unveil probably some form of new trailer for Assassin's Creed 3.
Remember last time they unveiled the Assassin's Creed Revelation trailer, which was really good too.
A lot of the trailers for Assassin's Creed are really interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's those high-paced like cinematic trailers.
Yeah, that's what they are.
I mean, if you guys have seen the UK trailer for Assassin's Creed 3, it was actually pretty cool. But that's probably just the tip of the iceberg for Ubisoft at this point. Probably,
but we're definitely not going to hear anything about Assassin's Creed until they get that whole suing issue over with.
You know what? I was going to bring that up. I'm really hoping that guy doesn't come on stage saying, "Hey, Ubisoft stole my idea, get them!" Ooh, and they'll just start throwing this crappy book at him.
That security would take him out, definitely. It would be fun to watch, though.
It's like back in 2009 with Kanye West with Taylor Swift.
Oh God.
We're gonna try to take it. But also, man, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I actually looked up. I tried to look up the other reason Ubisoft was getting sued. The only thing I could find was that they were getting sued for the book. And I tried to look up the book too, and I couldn't find it.
Wow. You're useful. I'm kidding.
No, I'm like, his book sucked that bad that if you typed it in Google, Google would go, "What the fuck is Link?"
Link is
That's why I probably said it was like a European book or something.
Link is a
He's American.
Oh well, then I don't even fucking know. It just wasn't a good book then. He probably wants money to make his life better again. Because he probably.
Why did he wait until Assassin's Creed 3? Because obviously Assassin's Creed got really popular after Assassin's Creed 2 came out.
I have no clue. You never know what goes through the minds of people who are desperate for money.
You waited 3 years.
No, he did more than that. If you said it was 2002, he got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2009 was Assassin's Creed 2?
Yeah, 2009, and then 2007 or 8, Assassin's Creed 1 came out.
So you were talking about Assassin's Creed 2, so he waited about 6 or 7 years before to mention anything, and even then he didn't say anything until now. So he waited 10 years to mention anything about, well, actually it's less than 10. I don't even know. I'm bad with math. Let's just move on.
Yeah, good idea.
Going on to Sony's possible press conference, you know they're going to say something about the PS Vita, the console that has flopped very badly.
Yeah, whatever.
Kendle, I have literally read multiple comments about people saying that they wish they never bought the Vita.
Really?
Yes, really.
I would love to see those comments.
Well, go to some IGN posts. They're all there.
And let's not forget about the rumor of the PS4, which has yet to be announced.
It's not going to be announced. It's not going to be announced this EP. They even said it's not going to be announced.
I mean, it's like with the Xbox 720. I really hope that they don't make that, because come on, guys. You're going a bit too far. They're cutting throat. They're kind of have a knife. They have a knife at each other's throats.
I think Microsoft would be the one to rush in without any forewarning.
The first system looked well. They did sell a lot of consoles, but lots of people got gypped because lots of the Red Ring dead and all that.
Yeah. I
think people are very much thinking twice about if they're going to buy a next Xbox.
If they released it early, they're better. I'm pretty sure they don't care now because they're making all this money from everything else. But they better do some serious checks on their systems.
Didn't the first few months that the PS3 came out, people started suffering the yellow light of death?
No, the yellow light of death is very, very rare again. I've gone through I think about 2 PS3s right now. The first one broke because my stupid brother decided to drop it and they've given me overheat errors, but I have never experienced a red or a yellow light of anything, really.
I haven't even had mine for that long, so I can't say any comments about anything.
But yours is pre-owned.
Mine's refurbished.
Yeah, pre-owned.
Refurbished. There's a difference. But Sony's already said they're not going to announce a PS4, and I can't blame them. Why should they rush into the market just because the Wii U is being made? They're going to think. They're going to actually see what they can add to the console that's not already on the PS3. I can see Microsoft just throwing out a new console like, oh yeah, Xbox 720, a little bit higher graphics, same exact concept as Xbox.
It's not a little higher.
Bullshit.
They said it was going to be a lot stronger than
that's a rumor.
Well, I'm seeing how technology has advanced. I'm pretty sure that's pretty possible.
I don't know. I mean, the Wii U speculates to have the highest core RAM that you can get right now.
I still think the Wii U is still playing catch up to the PS3 and the Xbox. Because, like I said, they're trying to get into the more hardcore gaming scene. But like I said before, hardcore gamers have Xboxes and PS3s.
Well, actually, the one rumor that has been proven true is the fact that the Wii U is definitely about 50% more powerful than the Xbox 360 right now.
Yeah, that's right. But then what you don't realize is that they're going to be releasing a console too. So what happens when their new console comes out?
Then they're probably going to have one that's maybe about 20% higher.
I'm going to be honest right now. I think Nintendo has the right to announce a good console because lately they've been doing pretty bad. I think that's freaking retarded because people go, oh, the 3DS sucks. It's not fun. Dude, guys, if you hate the 3DS, listen to my rant right now. They are the first game company to actually make a console that you can play 3D games on without the need of glasses.
Well, they did that before with the Virtual Boy. And
I think if that's
but this one you don't.
This one works, yeah.
It works exactly.
I mean, I like the 3DS, but I think if that's your main focus, like some people keep complaining about, I couldn't have the 3D on for long because my eyes start hurting. That the 3DS shouldn't have to make you turn off the 3D for it to work, like for you to actually play it comfortably. There needs to be a way for them to get that 3D to work without like straining your eyes or something.
You can put it halfway.
Yeah, exactly. That's Nintendo thought of that. That's why they put the damn 3D slider on there.
And even if
my eyes
it doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt. I've looked at 3D for more than 3 hours straight, and my eyes didn't hurt.
Oh, maybe because I had mine like that full.
There's some idiots out there who will actually play the 3DS and go, oh, my eyes are starting to hurt. What should I do? There's a 3D slider. Turn it off.
I admit the PS Vita has higher specs-wise, but game-wise, the 3DS has definitely much more content.
Yeah, of course it does, because it came out a lot longer. It's been out a lot longer than the Vita. You remember.
Yeah, and the library for the 3DS is still pretty short.
No, it's pretty big right now. Well,
it gets like half
it's finally gotten the games that people have been waiting for. But you remember when that 3DS was first released, there was no games that people were.
Oh no, it was terrible. I admit that it was terrible. But
exactly.
They made it better.
Yes.
Sony, their console came out in February. They've yet to fix themselves.
Yes, because the console just came out. Tom, the first 3 months of the 3DS's release, they had no games people wanted. They had nothing. Same thing with the Vita. I think the Vita has more diversity than the 3DS had. The 3DS came out with what? Steel Divers, Pilot Wings, and some other games like tech demo games that people just couldn't get themselves to buy.
They had Ocarina of Time 3DS, was.
Yeah, but that wasn't even released.
Really?
Well, that was released at the time, but it wasn't out.
Ocarina of Time was the game that everyone was getting ready for when it was announced. They're like,
people were getting ready for Mario 3D Land.
Mario 3D Land, Luigi's Mansion 3D,
yeah, and look how long
Legend of Zelda.
Look how long it took them to release 3D Land. It just came, I think it came out like February or January?
No, it came out in November of 2011.
Oh, wow.
And they said that Luigi's Mansion 2 was supposed to come out last month.
Actually, they're going to be announcing that at E3, too. I just remembered that. That's also going to be announced at E3.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I really want it to come out.
It's still... Because the guy who makes it is still working on other games.
What's another game that I've been... you know what? We've been really going off topic. And
yeah, we totally digressed from E3 of Sony. We went to E3 of Nintendo. Anyways, continuing with Sony. Let's continue with Sony.
No, wait, hold on. Before anything, I'd like to say, guys, I'm sorry for yelling right there. I'm sorry for overlapping Tom and Kendall. Let's continue.
Well, okay, sure. I'm sure a lot of Sony fans already know this, but God of War 4 Ascension.
Don't even care.
It is a prequel to the prequels of God of War.
I don't even care. They're just milking it as much as they can.
It is literally like when he was in his Spartan days before he became anything. How do you make that work? I don't know how. I never played God of War, so I'm not going to comment about how bad a game might be if I never played it, but I don't understand the concept of the game. Like, as a person who's never played it before, I really don't understand the concept.
They're really good.
It's slowly becoming another Final Fantasy series to me. They're making too much.
I mean, I can understand why they want to make more, but if you're going to make more, progress the story. Don't move too far back where the story is just like a muzzled haze.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not the story. It's just it's the same gameplay. Nobody wants to play the same thing. Because I think they come out with these, okay, there's 1 and 2, and then there's 2 PSP ones. There's like 4 games already with the same gameplay. The only thing they change is, like, you get different weapons and different, like, abilities in the game.
See, at least what you could say is Mario gameplay changes. This one...
Oh, it doesn't.
Okay, so Sunshine was the exact same thing as Galaxy.
How long has it been since they've released something different? Since whatchamacallit, Sunshine.
Okay, 3D Land is the same thing as Galaxy.
No, it might as well be.
It's not the same.
It's the same gaming concept, Tom.
But it has different gameplay styles in it. That's the thing that makes it different.
You know, they do go a little diverse when it comes to Mario games. Like, you know, they went with Sunshine, where you don't jump on people to kill them. You water them down, and then in Luigi's Mansion they made it so that you were fighting ghosts instead of jumping.
Like I
That's
said,
not Mario.
Mario keeps getting poured out to every single genre.
Luigi's pretty much the exact same thing as Mario, except that he's green and slightly taller.
Okay, we're digressing to Nintendo yet again. Moving on.
Okay, we're gonna
God of 4. I said God of 4. God of War.
God of 4.
No.
God of Horror.
Sony is watching this right now and goes, that might be very clever.
God of, oh my God, if they make a God of 4 Ascension, I will kill somebody. It better not be like that Fear 3 crap, but they screwed up the acronym and became F3 Ear.
That was so retarded.
How can that's an acronym? You don't put a 3 in the middle of an acronym.
They're trying to be like.
Hold up, we're digressing again.
Not that much.
Okay.
Maybe back through is allowed. Okay, let's continue.
Alright, well, anyways.
This is our second podcast, so we'll be improving a lot, better, along the way. Yeah, just give us a chance.
Indeed. Follow us well. Subscribe to Select Your Game, and also subscribe to my 2 pals over here.
And at the end, you see what I mean? You see what I mean?
But it hasn't ended yet. There's still more to talk about.
Exactly, so save it to the end.
Okay, whatever. God of War 4 Ascension is going to be a live stream April 30th, hosted by Sony that you can probably check out, and we'll probably do some stupid gameplay about it that looks the stupid same thing. That's because it's stupid.
You just said stupid 3 times in the same sentence. Good job, Tom.
But one thing that has really gotten me very curious about is that May 2nd, Sony is going to be unveiling a major PS3 exclusive. I think it might be that that weird thing. What was it called? It was like
Smash Bros. Thing?
Yeah.
That Smash Bros. That PS3 Smash Bros. Type fighter?
Yeah, I think it might be that. But
I'll be happy if it was that.
No, you think that right now.
I'm curious about that. I'd buy it.
Right?
If they do it right. If they do it wrong, I'm away from it, but...
You guys think that right now it's just going to wind up being another, Little Big Planet?
Oh, shit. Yeah, it very well could be, but I don't think it is because they've already announced Little Big Planet karting. I don't know what other exclusive thing you could have that...
The only thing they could really mention is about, The Last of Us, but even then they have announcements.
That's not
No, The Last of Us looks like an actual really good game.
It does, but I'm not...
They announced it at VGA's 2011.
Yes.
And I saw it. I thought it was looking pretty good.
Actually, thinking back on Sony's history, they could unveil one of their other... it could be like a new... Actually, no, it's not going to be Jack and Daxter.
It's not going to be a new IP. Jack and Daxter's been done with. Because I don't think Jack and Daxter is... Well, it is a PS3 exclusive, so...
I just pray to God they don't announce another Sonic game.
They're not.
It's not going to be a new IP exclusive. They don't have they don't have the mindset for that right now.
All we can do is speculate right now.
It's either going to be that fighting thing or a new My Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet. That's what it's called. LBP.
Someone's got Photoshop on the brain.
Shut up. I don't even watch that stupid thing.
Shall we move on to Microsoft?
You could take the Microsoft mantle because I don't want to speak about them.
I'm gonna do this for Tom. Kinect sucks.
Hey.
They're gonna do. We already know that this is gonna happen. Microsoft is gonna completely milk the Kinect for all it's got. They're gonna say, "Oh, you can do this now." But what I'm looking really forward to, and they announced this last year, is Halo 4, which is due to come out at Nintendo.
Yeah, man, they're making Halo 4.
Oh, snap, on the Wii U.
It's coming out November 6th, 2012. I'm probably going to have to take a sick day at my school for that. Yeah, apparently this was announced through a Red vs. Blue video, and it's actually looking pretty good. Halo 4 is a direct sequel from Halo 3. It takes
No, you don't say.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You've already made me angry. It takes 4 years after Halo 3, and the graphics, they really have improved since then. It looks really good. Multiplayer, as for right now, they've already announced that it's going to be Spartan 4s who are training on the UNSC Infinity as training ops. Elites are not for multiplayer. They've taken them out completely, but they've already announced 2 maps called Wraparound and I forgot the other map.
Sounds like a sexual term. Give me a wraparound.
Yeah, only you would think that.
It's Forerunner City. I'm not sure, but DMR, BR, carbine, assault pistol, assault rifle.
What is it? Call of Duty?
No, they're
completely different things, huh?
I really hope Microsoft won't announce yet another Call of Duty game.
It's not gonna be like Black Ops 2.
They're gonna. They
Ops 2. They're announcing that.
No, they're gonna announce it. It's not. That's not a. Well, if they're gonna announce it,
they put Call of Duty Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 at the Microsoft E3 of last year and the year before.
Microsoft, stop with the Call of Duty. They're sucking ever since.
Man, blame Infinity Ward and Activision.
It's not Activision's fault for making the games. It's people's fault for buying the games over and over.
Warfare 2. Black Ops sucked. Modern Warfare 3 sucked even harder.
I am
Black
good
Ops 3 is going to drive Infinity Ward and they're just going to to the ground.
That's a great company.
I guess, I'm guilty of this too because I keep buying the games even though I know what it is, but it's just
so do I.
It's just fun. It's fun for a while, of course, but after a while, you just don't want to look at it.
It's just the simplicity that attracts people.
Yeah.
Also, not simple.
The only thing that Microsoft will do at E3 that won't have anything to do with the Kinect is Halo 4, because Kinect is not for Halo 4, apparently.
Watch, they'll announce it crouch by sitting down.
I remember last year's E3.
Oh my god, why do you gotta remind me? Freaking Fable.
It was all Kinect stuff. I was like, what is this? If they should have anything else coming, I was like, no, just for Kinect. And where we got? We got Star Wars Kinect. Ooh, look at you. You know, lots of time to just hate it.
It was so bad.
No, I'm gonna tell you right. The only thing that could actually make me get a Kinect for Halo 4 is if you could actually perform your own custom assassinations.
How would that even work?
That would just be a distraction from the gameplay itself. Like, cause you're gonna be spending a whole time trying to do something with the Kinect. Well, if it's for online, not online. If it's for story mode only, then I guess that could work. But for online, that's gonna mess some people up. They're not gonna use it.
With Halo 4, it's not gonna be talking about Kinect, but if they are gonna announce Dead Space 3, it possibly might also be the only thing that won't have Kinect in it.
No, Dead Space is EA. That's not Microsoft.
No, but Microsoft usually announces when Dead Space comes out.
No, EA does that stuff because it's an EA game. EA has their own press conference. It's just nobody remembers it because it sucks all the time.
Now we're talking about Microsoft. I have one more thing to say. Kinect sucks.
Yay.
Nintendo.
Okay, I'll take the Nintendo side. We've already mentioned is going to have the Pikmin 3, which I'm super excited about. Pikmin is just such a fun real-time strategy. It's a pain in the ass when all your Pikmin die and you got to rebuild your entire army, but I really hope they can bring it back with a good HD rendition of it. I just want to see all the new Pikmin. And I want to see an ice Pikmin. That would be really awesome. Friggin' ice Pikmin. Yeah, you can go in, there'll be some, they never had a winter, because all the locations in Pikmin are based off of seasons and different styles of Earth, because Pikmin, what people speculate, is post-apocalyptic Earth, but it's regrown, but with mutated creatures and stuff. That's where all those creatures come from. But I want to see an ice Pikmin. That'd be really good for a winter level. That'd be really awesome.
Allow me to interject here, but if you like Pikmin, there's a game on the Vita called
and it sucks.
Army Corps of Hell. I mean,
you know what I actually found out is that the writer of Pikmin wrote Army Corps of Hell.
He's I think producer, not producer, he's a beat director. No, or whatever he has something to do with that.
And I bet Square-Enix is just grieving in their shoes for that.
Go ahead.
I think it's actually kind of funny that you mentioned the ice Pikmin, because, it's ice pick. I'm kidding. I don't know why I said that.
Shut up.
But it's kind of ironic that you would say an ice Pikmin, because aren't all Pikmin just flower beans or something?
Well, they're Pikmin are, how do I want to put this? They're organic. They have a life. They're creatures that are living, but they're a plant. That's the thing that makes it so interesting, because they're living, but they're a plant. basically, if you want to go with my idea about that post-apocalyptic world, I guess you could say if it was nuclear or some sort of thing that mutated.
If it was nuclear, there'd be nothing there.
Well, yeah, so it's not nuclear, but whatever form of mutations that took over the Earth and ended mutations that took over the Earth and ended the human race, leaving these mutated creatures, probably the same thing that made the Pikmin.
Maybe.
They're organic and they live. Like there's fire. These ones are resistant to fire. How's a plant resistant to fire? How can a plant move to begin with? I mean, how can a plant be poisonous? Well, okay, I'm so stupid. Wow. I was not thinking when I said that. I was not thinking. You know what? I never said that. How can a plant be infused electricity?
I'll edit that out. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, you better leave that there. I want people to laugh at me. Laugh at me, it turns me on.
Oh, God.
I feel like we should censor that now.
I think we should put a disclaimer. This is not for children.
When was it ever? When was my channel ever for children? You definitely know Nintendo's probably going to release all the details they need to about the Wii U, whether it's the price or the actual specs that are involved with the Wii U.
With their broken English all the way.
Oh, English.
They do their best. At least Miyamoto does. I'm not freaking Kojima. He had such a hard time at the VGAs last year.
Oh yeah. You know, I kind of feel sorry for him. He won the game of the year, the game of fame. You know, Skyward Sword, and he was so nervous.
Oh, that was Miyamoto. Miyamoto did well. I was talking about Kojima.
Well, I don't know much about Nintendo, so.
No, Hideo Kojima.
Kojima is.
Oh, him, yeah.
And that other douchebag is Nintendo.
Hey!
What?
Miyamoto is one of the fathers of video games, alright? Without him, your games wouldn't exist.
Yeah, really.
That's funny. You trying to tell me that he created RPGs? I don't think so. Yeah.
Probably. He's a game god.
Although I do love Mario's RPG games.
That's why I got Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I can't wait till it comes in.
I love the Paper Mario series, especially since Paper Mario 3D is coming out.
What?
I really hope it's an RPG. I really hope it is, but I can see already it's not gonna be. But I really hope.
You didn't hear about Paper Mario 3D?
No.
Yeah, that's coming out, Tom.
It was last year, man.
Oh, I'm adding that to my gaming list now.
There we go.
Okay, let's continue with Nintendo's E3.
No,
like I said,
when I went Paper Mario 3D, I could almost see Tom's eyes widen as I said that.
Well, I have the rainbows coming out of my mouth, like bling rainbows. Anyways, you definitely know Nintendo's going to say something about New Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario 4, possibly the Wii U title, which they've been hinting at for a long time. And they're probably going to mention something about Luigi's Mansion 2, which you've kindly reminded me about. And probably some other thing about the 3DS I don't really care about, probably. Actually, no. They better unveil... Actually, I will probably get off like a
Fire Emblem.
Oh, please, I want Fire Emblem to come to America.
You know it is. Why wouldn't they...
No, I don't know if it is. It's the last Fire Emblem game. The sequel to Shadow Dragons didn't come to America.
Yeah, but that was on DS, correct?
Yes.
This is a 3DS game. They're going to want this to come over here. They want more games for their system. Of course it's going to come out here.
It's amazing, though, because they brought back the marriage system.
What marriage system? You can get married?
In the second Fire Emblem, but they took it out in all the other ones. But in this one, they brought it back, and basically, the character who you marry, like, it doesn't really matter, because the child is fixed, but the child will have different stats depending on who you marry.
That reminds me. That's exactly like Records of Adverse War.
Oh, please. Why did you have to mention that terrible Tecmo Koei game?
Tecmo Koei?
Isn't it?
Oh, that was pretty Idea Factory.
Oh, my God. Idea Factory.
Idea Factory. I love those characters.
And again, Tecmo Koei hasn't been doing too good either.
Yeah.
But, and that's it for Nintendo. Now, moving on to Konami.
One more thing I wanted to mention about Nintendo.
Back to Nintendo. Sorry, Konami.
Apparently for the 3DS, they also hinted at a Yu-Gi-Oh game for it.
And
I'm not a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, but, you know, if it's coming out for the 3DS and they're giving it the factor that you can use the AR system that you can place a card and the monster comes out,
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know it's really cool. It reminds me of like the old Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, knowing the amount of space you can have on the 3DS, I think they could actually make a really good like Yu-Gi-Oh game because the PSP versions have been the most definite like
exactly
games because they add all the cards, not just some, all.
And I'm hoping that at E3 they'll also mention a Pokemon 3D game.
They're not. I remember somebody told me that Nintendo's not gonna start making 3D Pokemon games until the 6th generation.
Which makes sense. I mean, about this 6th generation is going to be coming out right after this game, so.
No, it's probably coming out after Ruby Sapphire remake.
They're not going to make a remake.
They're gonna do it.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
Gold and Silver. Why wouldn't they make one for?
Because
for,
the Silver on the Game Boy Color. You can get those Pokemon because they were on the Game Boy Color.
But Ruby and Sapphire is just amazing. It was a great region.
They're on Game Boy.
Yeah, that was
I could have Absol in 3D.
No, that was the first. No. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. They were the first Pokemon games to actually show 3D in the game. You know, like you could go behind the buildings and stuff.
Diving was pretty cool. I would imagine diving in 3D. That'd be awesome. Actually, didn't they bring diving back? Yeah, they did bring diving back for Black and White.
Yeah, they did. But it wasn't. I liked how in Black and White they made it so that you didn't have to you didn't need the HMs to actually do stuff. Like, you could still use fly and cut, but you didn't need to dive underneath a city to go do something.
Oh my god, best thing about Black and White, which is great for competitive battling, is that infinite amount of TMs. Oh,
yes.
Greatest thing ever. Because whenever you first played Pokemon, like the older ones, you're just like, oh my god, all my Pokemon can learn it. Who do I give it to? Am I going to get rid of this guy later? Actually, that was a pretty good RPG element, but still, it pissed me off.
Of course, you give it to your strongest guy.
Yeah, but then you don't know if you're going to get rid of that one. You might not know if he's going to learn a better move, and then that TM was useless. That happened to me countless amounts of times.
Oh, who's supposed to that? What I do is, if I have an HM that I want to put on a Pokemon, I just make one Pokemon the HM whore. He just has
the HM whore.
You just put everything on his face, everything. Just lump him with everything you need.
For my Hoenn, I had Pelipper as my HM whore, because he could learn cut, fly, surf, dive, waterfall. It's crazy. And then one of my other Pokemon knew Strength. Because Strength is actually a pretty good move.
Right.
No. Remember that comic on Rare Candy Central where the guy, Rare Candy Central where he's like, Machoke, use Strength. And he just throws Machoke
at the boulder to move because it's fainted. Oh my god.
I'm really excited for Pokemon Black and White too because come on, Black and White, it left you sort of hanging as to what would happen.
Kinda did. Wait a minute.
Like with N leaving and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if Black and White 2 will be featuring a new character or or the same one.
Well, they'll probably have like a new guy and will be like masked or something.
We do know that they're having new main characters, so.
Yeah, they're having new Pokemon too.
The trainers look like assholes. They look.
One of them looks like a Minnie Mouse. Like her hairstyle is just.
No, I swear to God, every person in Pokemon Black and White looks like they're pompous and rich for some reason.
Except for the first.
Except for the first one. The first one, you actually looked like you were going on a legitimate adventure from a small town.
From a small town, right?
Oh, God.
Don't sing that song.
Oh my God!
Come on, guys, sing with me.
Oh wait, have you seen the guy? Like the new rival? I don't know what happened to Sharon and the other guy.
Asshole. He looks like
he does look like an asshole. He
looks like the biggest douche you ever see.
He has a perm. And what about Roma?
Who?
He's like a new professor. He's got a swirling head thing that looks weird.
I just meant like the homosexual black guy. I have no shirt on.
Oh no, no. The creepiest thing about Pokemon Black and White is definitely the gym leader Homoka, the girl with the electric guitar. She's
awesome. I would do her.
You scares the hell out of me.
You can come to anybody. Don't worry about it.
It's true.
Get over here, guitar guy.
Oh God.
Man. But it does actually look like a really good game, and definitely the guy in the blue Shizui. That's the guy's name.
I don't know.
Scares the hell out of me.
I just call him homosexual black guy with no shirt. Oh man, we digress.
To all homosexual or all our.
We're still talking.
Well, we've already established that we were racist. Remember at the beginning of the thing with the chicken?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. But I do love chicken. I genuinely love chicken. It's not my fault.
I know. All right. Moving on. We digress super far against Nintendo. How do we digress to Nintendo, like, in every conversation?
Because we love Nintendo, really. Nintendo keeps up. We love your games.
Moving on. We have the last one was Konami, which, please unveil a new Castlevania Lords of Shadow sequel. The first one was so good. People were complaining like, oh, it's not Castlevania enough. No, that was Castlevania enough. It definitely had the Castlevania feel. I don't know how you didn't think it had the Castlevania feel. So, I have to go on my little rant here. The thing that gets me the most is that people will be like, oh, it has to go back to the 16-bit style. It's like, no, that style has been eradicated so long ago. It's just
exactly. With how Taco Man just destroyed it.
There's only like so many, or maybe it wasn't 16-bit, it's probably like 32-bit or something, but I don't know how many bits, whatever bit, there's freaking sprites. There's only so many games nowadays that still use sprites. And Castlevania, they needed to evolve. They needed to change. And the way they did it, they changed correctly. They just couldn't keep on saying that classic, like, side-scrolling 16... It was dying. It was dying out. It was a series that was dying out. It literally went from home console to portable DSs. And then after that, there was like a hiatus. Like, where's Castlevania? Oh, I don't know. What's Castlevania? What? What? I never heard of Castlevania. That's a video game? It was dying out. Konami had to change it, and people got so mad about it. But a lot of people also enjoyed it, and I'm glad about that as well. They better make a sequel. Actually, the producer, one of the producers of the game, has been hinting at a new sequel. Hopefully they unveil it at E3.
Yeah, when they say hint, they're like, we're going to make a new game. Hint, hint. So what do you guys think about Castlevania? Hint, hint. That's really how strong, that's really how far people will go just to go, you know what we're making.
Yeah, but Konami's pretty quiet about games, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And another thing about Konami is what they haven't said since their E3 of last year is the Zone of the Enders HD collection. Do you want to take this up, Kendle?
Zone of the Enders, amazing, fun. Really, it's a really good game by Konami. It's an arcade mecha shooter type action game.
Oh, not me!
It's so good. When the collection comes out, I will definitely be picking up for the Vita or maybe the PS3.
They never mentioned anything about it for the Vita, but they might.
Yeah, they said they were going to release it for the Vita.
No, they didn't. They never said anything about it. E3 of last year. When?
Yes, they did. I'll find you the link after this. I'll show you later.
Whatever.
Yes. And that game, when it comes out, that's the one HD remake I want, other than a remake of the Dot Hack games, which I think would do very well.
Is that even needed?
It really is. They all come in like separate games. Like there's part 1, 2, 3, and part 1. The first game one had 4 games in the whole series, and the second game had 3 games in the series. So make an HD remake of an RPG, I think that could work. I mean, they're getting money, so they can't complain.
True enough. And the last topic that we have to speak today is the most anticlimactic topic ever, Metal Gear Revengeance. No comment.
So it's Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, and I'm going to take this over.
That game is the name.
No. When I wasn't a big fan of Metal Gear Solid on its own, but when I saw Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, the fact that you could slow down and just shoff the hell out of people made me go, that's so awesome! Must get game, must. But, I'm like, that's so cool, because you can slow down and then just shoff the hell out of someone.
Lots of people are getting... Lots of people are getting they're not getting upset, but they're all liking the game because of it starts rating, and most people didn't like ratings too at all. So
the only thing that really pissed me off about Skyrim. No, not Skyrim. God damn it.
Skyrim. Everything you mean.
No. The only thing that pissed me off about Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance is that it was announced in E3 2010, and has yet to come out.
Same thing with freaking Final Fantasy Versus. Oh my god, that needs to fucking come out or something.
Yeah, that can't even exist anymore.
I remember back I think it was last year, they released some screenshots of the game and an actual trailer of the gameplay. It looks fun, but I want to see the freaking game. been
No,
months.
I was gonna kill Konami for for delaying the game by a year, and I'm like, why? And then at the VGAs, they finally said, "Oh, we're changing it up a bit. Like they're giving it to a new designer." I forgot, so they changed the name, and I forgot the name of the designer that they're doing. But it looks really cool.
Yep. It does.
I don't even know what to say about this. I never played Metal Gear to begin with, but...
Hold on, that just reminds me. I actually have the Metal Gear Solid cell phone ringing. You know, the dee-dee-dee-dee-dee that Snake has?
Yeah.
Wait, I think I got...
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
There we go.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, my friend sent it to me.
God, the game is so nice.
So maybe we should just move on to... We're done with E3, so maybe we should just move on to the games that we are most excited for.
What time are we at for this recording, Ken?
I don't even know. Let's just keep going.
About an hour.
I'm hoping we're at an hour. This is the longest podcast we've ever had.
It probably will be, and if this is the template for this, we're gonna have to have one like every month.
No, we can do this every week.
Every week, like a 2-hour podcast.
Every week, we're doing this for the fans.
The
fans? What fans? My 10 subscribers?
Exactly, and, you know, subjecting me and Kendle, you've only got like 2 actual subscribers.
Oh, you make me feel so sad.
I'm sorry, I give you a hug later.
I don't want your pity. I don't need your pity. No pity the fool.
Okay, games we've been looking forward to. I am going to steal this from Tom because he needs to shut his mouth.
What? I'm the one who's hosting this.
Show your face before I shut it for you. Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to Dot Hack Versus, of course. I'm looking forward to this new Project X for the 3DS, which is like Namco versus Capcom.
Oh, they've gotten a name for it, and they've sort of a name, and they've gotten screenshots for it. Did you see them?
Yeah, screenshots. I'm so excited for that game. So excited.
If I knew more of the character, well, again, I don't like Capcom.
It's not Capcom that's making the game. It's normally Namco that does all these these type of games. There's many games like this before, and they're the ones that make it.
Good.
Capcom's only it's actually Capcom, Namco, and Sega.
I'm glad the 3DS is getting a good library. I really, really am.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good by now.
Right, and I think that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna pass it off to Guitarguy.
Why am I the last one?
Just shut your mouth.
Wait, are we still talking about our most anticipated games right now?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, as for most anticipated games for me, it's definitely Assassin's Creed 3, without a doubt.
Yeah.
As Halo 4, Dead Space 3, Luigi's Mansion 2.
Man, you got a whole list going down here.
You know what I'm really hoping for from 3DS at this point?
What?
A remake of Pokemon Snap.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
It would be, wouldn't it?
No, not a remake. A new one with newer Pokemon.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, really, I played like I remember playing Pokemon Snap as a little kid, and it was just so much fun.
I love checking those apples, man.
It would be really good on the 3DS or the Wii U, because you can move both screens to take your pictures and look around you.
Without a doubt, one of my favorite
gyroscopes could really sell that game.
Yeah, without a doubt, my favorite part that happened in Pokemon Snap was when you're going down the road and you have the Pokeflute and you're playing it and the Snorlax is dancing on the side.
Oh my god, I loved getting Pikachu on top of Articuno. That was my highlight moment.
Oh, yes. They actually went to a point where it seemed like Pokemon abuse, where you're at the lava area and the Charmeleon is walking around and you push him into lava.
I love that. I love doing that.
I'm like, did I just kill him? Nope, he evolved.
That was the thing. Oh no, the best thing in that entire volcano level was summoning the army of Charmanders. I remember I saw a picture of that before, the army of Charmanders, and it said you came to the wrong neighborhood, son. It was so good. I'm just like, wow.
I mean, seriously, how fun was that? You're just throwing apples and then suddenly 1,000 baby Charmanders are coming out of nowhere.
I hated the stupid Vulpix that freaking stopped your track.
Yeah.
Yes. What about...
Just clapping happily. It's like, do you not notice I'm trying to run your ass over?
You guys remember the part where you're going down by the beach and then Meowth is walking around and he's being an asshole? So you're like, hey, you know what? Fuck you! And you throw an apple at him.
That's so sweet.
I'm just getting Porygon. Porygon was one of the hardest pictures to get.
Oh yeah, when you
had to keep hitting him with like the whatever ball it was.
Remember the speed Pikachu?
The what?
The speed Pikachu. You know, you're at that swamp area and you're going down. You hit the Pikachu with an apple and it starts moving really fast.
I don't remember that.
You really?
No. Vileplume is also hard to get. You had to like throw it over a mountain.
The only legitimate way to get an actual picture of Snorlax is when you threw the mystery ball at them, and then he just walked up, started scratching his belly.
I remember Kangaskhan. He was so happy, always jumping in the sky.
No. I remember there was this one time I was on the beach and we were rolling down, and Meowth comes out of nowhere. I throw an apple at him, he collapses on the tracks. I'm like, and I was so bored that I just kept throwing. Every time he got back up, I just kept throwing balls at him.
Balls.
No! You will not get back up.
Well, we should probably call this an end to this
no,
podcast.
you haven't said yours. You don't have anything yours?
All right. Okay, fine. What am I looking forward to? Localization of Fire Emblem 3DS, or Fire Emblem Awakening, Kakusei. Pikmin 3, for the love of God. Thank the Lord. And Castlevania Lords of Shadow number 2, or whatever the hell they're calling. I don't care.
Oh,
those are the 3 games I am, like, anticipating the most. And one of them I already know. One of them I already know exists, just don't know what they're going to do with it. And the other one is just a haze. It's a mystery. Are they really going to make Castlevania? I don't know. Konami's just all over the place. I don't know. Konami's been really weird lately. They're a good game company. They're just really weird lately. Like, this year has been not a good year for them.
Good job, Kenobi.
Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, man.
When I was a kid, I used to call him Obi-Wan Jin.
That reminds me, that's another game I've been hoping that they'll announce. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 3. And hopefully they'll actually make it both fun and have the storyline actually good.
Not going to happen. There's nothing they can make to it.
Didn't they? Wasn't the second one like bad?
Second one was really bad.
Yeah, really. It was like, you could finish the game and